Welcome, guys, to for the second day two of Tohu Wa Bohu Meditation. Been hearing a lot of good feedback from those of you who joined yesterday, and also from those who could not join but watched the recording. Okay. Um, so today is just day two. We have 28 days to go. I'm sure a lot of things will happen. So today I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about the brain functions. Okay. Let's say all of us have gone through some or the other experiences which were not pleasant. Some of the things we might have had difficulty in processing it, or like a shocking experience, or sometimes we don't know how to react, because it's like, for example, a death of somebody we know, or suddenly losing a loved one, or losing a job, or some rejections or breakups. These kind of incidents um, can become a trauma uh, if we are not wired to handle it, if you don't know how to come out of it, or how to process it, or how to be resilient. Okay. So when we don't know how to process it, the brain basically doesn't understand the good and the bad, the positive and the negative thoughts. Okay. That's the reason when we tell kids don't do this, and they go ahead and do it. But we say that my children don't listen to us. Because most of the time when we tell people not to do, and those are the things they end up doing it, right? Because the brain doesn't know how to differentiate between the positive and the negative. So rather than saying not, don't do, if we say do it this way, then the brain might process it better, and work on it, and the results will be better. Okay. And also, when the negatives are not processed, what happens is, um, it and the negative experiences, for example, rejection is experienced again and again and again. It's like paving a road, like paving a road in the sense it's a ground, and first time some vehicle goes over it, and then a mud like little bit path is shown again, more truck, and then two-wheelers and the four-wheelers and all start going, then it becomes a very clear path. After that, it becomes so smooth, and it becomes like a highway where it just goes like in a 60-kilometer, 100-kilometer speed. So it becomes a highway. So that's the analogy I'm using for neurological pathways being used. Okay. So it becomes very easier to get into that negative pattern. Okay. And many times we are not aware of those negative patterns and cycles. And we are wondering why in this particular season, or why in this particular month, or in a particular like a quarter of a year, some things are happening, and it goes on and on and on, repeated cycle. Okay. And we have also discussed that what we think is what we speak, and that's how we create it. Okay. Many times, if we don't know, most of the time we are not aware what we are creating. Okay. So we might be creating everything positive, or we might be creating negative as well. Okay. So the idea of doing this meditation is to become aware, okay, of the thoughts. Like I said yesterday, we are not stopping thoughts, but we are observing as a third party. We are just closing our eyes. We are just closing, not giving into any senses, five senses. We are just observing what kind of thoughts are passing by. Okay. And one way, when we do that, it to make it a little bit more efficient, I had asked you guys to put down in your journal. I hope all of you brought your journal. And I had asked you guys to note down what are the things to do or what are the pressing things that are on your mind. Just unload it in the journal. So when you go into meditation, it becomes a bit easier. Okay. So step number 1 is becoming aware of our thoughts. Thoughts also create emotions. Let's say our relative or our siblings getting married, or somebody is lost their loved ones. Everything has a emotions associated with that. Okay, so thoughts create emotions. Okay, and many times we don't process it. We are just led to take actions based on the emotions, even without processing it. Okay. So if there is no processing happens, then there is no resolution, and it becomes a cycle, like a spiraling. Okay. And we are not judging the thoughts. We are not going to oh my goodness, what kind of thoughts are coming in my mind? We are not going to do that. We are going to observe. Good and the bad doesn't matter at all. So one of the benefits of doing this Tohu Wa Bohu is that we are going to stop judging. Okay. And we are going to stop feeling condemned, because we are getting to know our thoughts and we are becoming self-aware. So when people say things, it's not going to be a shock for us because we know. Okay, it's more of a self-reflection, self-awareness. Okay, some thoughts are like it could be always about the past. Some thoughts could be worrying or thinking about the future, and some thoughts could really come with a lot of emotions. When certain thoughts come, then your energy, your emotions, for example negative emotions, really rising up. At that point in time, your frequency goes down and your vibrations goes down. In that vibrations, we are not going to attract anything good. Okay, most probably we'll be attracting the similar things from the other person we are interacting with. Okay, nobody is an angel on the earth, so each one will have positives and negatives. Okay, so we are just going to observe if those thoughts are about the past. Don't think. Okay, just let the thoughts go like a train. It's about the future or a past, or how much energy it is, or how much emotions it's bringing up. Okay, we're just observing it, nothing else. Okay, now we are going to be joining here, and at the same time, I also want you guys to see if there's any progress is happening out of this meditation. Okay, now I want you guys to, I know we may not be able to stick on to the timeline, but bear with me. Take your journal and a pen and write down 2 or 3 goals. Okay, especially a short-term goals. Within these 30 days, you could potentially write 3 goals and make it very clear and specific. Okay, let's say you're a person who's reaching meetings very late for a very long time. Okay, so your goal you could write as, I want to reach the meetings 10 minutes before it starts. Specific and clear. Okay, or I want to study 2 subjects in a day for 4 hours. Okay, or I want to reduce watching or scrolling through the reels. I want to cut it down to 30 minutes or 20 minutes rather than randomly scrolling through the reels. And my social media timing, I want to bring it down from 4 hours to 30 minutes. be very specific. Okay, write down 2 or 3 goals like that. Or you might want to put, say, I want to reduce the fried food once in a week or once in 15 days. Make some specific goals. The goals that you have not been, or the habits that you have not been able to break it. Okay, so 2 to 3 goals like that. Now it's the time 42. I'll give you maybe 2 to 3 minutes for you to write down, and then we will go into meditation. If you are done, feel free to give me a thumbs up. Okay, so the time is up. I hope all of you could write 1 or 2 goals. Okay, now that you have written down the goals, I don't want you to worry about it. Whether you would finish it, not finish it, 50% yes, no, please don't worry about it. Okay, your intention is recorded in your journal. Okay, now every day when you are writing a journal, put the date. For example, 15th July, day 1. Today is 16th July, day 2. So you could also mention whether you are attending live or recording, watching the recording. And the goals are set. Okay. Now I'm going to put the timer on. Like yesterday, we are just going to close our eyes and observe what are the thoughts that are crossing our mind. Okay, before that, I want you to take a reverse breath. Okay, some of you said that reverse breath might be you are not sure whether you're doing reverse breath or not. You're not sure how to do. So another way to do is keep your face and back straight and take the breath from the bottom of your stomach. Count 5. Okay. Take a breath from the bottom of your stomach, count for 5, and one short breath out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. Okay, like this you can do. That's called up-regulated breath. Okay, 5 counts and one short breath out. Like that you can do at least 10 to 15 times. Okay, let's do it 15 times. Up-regulated breath, or reverse breathing is just take the breath and then circulate it. Okay, it's just the continuously you're going to be circulating the breath for 15 times. Okay, after that, let me put a timer for 15 minutes. Take a reverse breath for 15 times, and then or up regulated breath. and then get into just close your eyes and observe the thoughts. Okay. Once it's over, I will prompt you guys. Let's start. Open your eyes. We are done with meditation. I hope everybody has understood. Any questions? No questions? Everybody's okay?
No, Chitra. Yeah. No.
Is everybody okay? Okay, guys. Yeah, if you liked it, feel free to share it in the group and invite your friends. Okay. Yeah. When there is a group of bunch of guys meditating together, the collective is really good. So invite your friends. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye. Good night.
Bye. Thank you, Chitra.